All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I just want to thank everybody for joining us this morning on this gloomy day to talk about United Horizons, our board training program that we're all very excited about. So we will not be taking up much of your time this morning. I'm going to give a brief overview of the program, talk a little bit about what will be covered at the sessions, what it is, what our goals are, and then we're also going to talk about what track would be most appropriate for you if you're interested in applying for the program? After that, we'll take some time to just answer some questions, and that will be it. So if we're all ready to get started, let's go get into it. So we are here at United. We are thrilled to have been able to announce this. This is a brand new program for us. It's the United Way United Horizons Board Training Program. This was a opportunity that was given to us by Serve Racine. We applied for a grant through Serve Racine, and we were, spoiler alert, awarded the funding for this grant. And this is an opportunity for us to help prepare community members for leadership roles, specifically on nonprofit boards. This is a free training program that has an emphasis on, let me say, anybody can apply for this program, for this free opportunity. However, the emphasis is on increasing individuals from populations that are historically marginalized, such as racially and ethnically diverse, LGBTQIA+, young professionals, individuals from rural communities. Again, preference will be given to those individuals, but anybody can apply for this program. And it is available to Racine County residents. What's a little bit different? So we were one of 3 United Ways in Wisconsin that were awarded this funding opportunity. What's a little bit different with our program is we offered a second component to this board training program. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. So this second component is geared towards organizations that are looking to increase their number of board members, looking to diversify their board members, and wanting to learn a little bit more about overall best practices in board management, as well as how to create a more safe and inclusive environment on your board. So that makes this a little bit different because we have 2 different tracks. So people looking to participate in the program can either go towards the individuals that are looking to be placed on boards, or B, go on the track of organizations, nonprofits that are looking to add members to their board and diversify their board. Okay. So I want to go a little bit over what some of these sessions look like and what some of the materials that are going to be covered at these sessions. All right, and if you see me looking this way, it's just because I have my 2 screens up, so that's why I might be looking over this way. All right, so if you are someone that is an individual that is looking for this opportunity for leadership experience, board experience, you're going to pick that individual track. There are 5 sessions, and again, these are free sessions that you are going to attend. The locations will all be in Racine. Some of them will be at the Gateway Technical College, and some of in Racine campus, and some of them will be here at the United Way office. Once you apply and you are accepted into the program, you will receive the full schedule of where each session will be. Individual sessions are, for the most part, all around 2 to 4 hours in length, starting at 1 to 3, typically. All right, so some of the things that the individuals will be hearing about from various presenters within our community that are helping us out with this program. We're going to be talking about overall community conditions, what our community looks like, what our community currently looks like as far as the major needs in our community. At that session, you're also going to get an overview of the various nonprofits in our organization and how those nonprofits work to meet those needs. We're going to be talking about Nonprofit 101, so just the basics overall general information about nonprofits. You'll get the opportunity to hear from a panel of current or past board members from historically marginalized populations. They're going to get to answer questions from you, from our panel leader in regards to their lived experience serving on boards within the Racine community. We're going to talk about financial, legal, bylaws, the fun stuff, go over what all that means. You're one of my favorite sessions. You're going to be hearing from Teresa. She's going to be presenting on identifying and leveraging your strengths. So if you're familiar with the Clifton Strengths Finder assessment, every individual in this path will get to take an assessment where they will learn about your top 5 strengths. Not only will you learn what your top 5 strengths are, you're going to learn about how to utilize, like how to make the best of those top 5 strengths, specifically when we are looking to be placed on a nonprofit board within the community. And then to wrap up the session, you will be attending a matchmaking and graduation event where we celebrate your completion of the program, as well as you'll have the opportunity to meet all of those nonprofits that attended their sessions. They will be there as well. And you will get to meet all those nonprofit organizations with the goal of every individual and every nonprofit making a match where they find, a nonprofit that you feel you're passionate about, that meets your interests and meets those strengths that you had identified. Okay. So going into the organization track, so if you are a nonprofit organization and you have applied and been accepted into our program, this is what your track is going to look like. You are going to be talking about best practices in board management. So it's a general overview of, how to recruit your board and other aspects of best practices. You are going to also be hearing from, and that first session is going to be led by Marcus White, who is with the Johnson Foundation. Thursday, June 20th, you are going to be hearing from Kimberly Payne, who is going to be talking about creating safe spaces on your board. And that will also include a component of a panel as well. So that's that panel that we talked about in the individual piece, the organizations will have the opportunity to hear from a panel as well. So this panel will consist, again, of individuals, past, present board members that are from historically marginalized populations to talk about their experience. And then to conclude your sessions as well, you will also be attending that matchmaking and graduation event that will be held on July 30th. All right. I do want to talk to you and give you an overview of how do you sign up if you are that individual looking to be placed on a board, or if you are an organization that would like to diversify their board. Before I get into that, I just want to open it up. Does anybody have any questions so far on what we've talked about?
I do have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Luna.
So I know in the very beginning you said that you have to be a resident of Racine. Now I don't live in Racine, but I have worked in Racine for many years. Would that exclude me from it?
Not necessarily, Luna. I would say go ahead and apply and just indicate that in your application. And we will take that into account if you are working and anticipating being placed on a board in Racine. Yes. Indicate that in your application.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Other questions?
I have a question. The board organizational track, at the dates, that's also daytime, a few hours?
Great question, Karen. So yes, the times for the organizations are typically, they're going to be from 9 to 11, with the exception, let me go back a slide.
The match
with the matchmaking and that Thursday, June 20th is going to be 9 to noon because you're going to be hearing from Kimberly Payne and then we're going to bring that panel in.
Gotcha.
Yep. And these again will also be taking place at, I think actually both of yours will be at the Gateway location. Okay, great questions. Other questions? All right, I'm gonna stop sharing and then reshare my screen. We're gonna actually walk through the web page and how to apply. So let me pull that up. Sometimes when you share your screen, it never follows you the way you want it to. So give me 1 second. I have it already up here. All right. So let me share again. All right. Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see our web page? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is our website, unitedwayracine.org. The easiest way to find the board training program is if you hover over United Way News and click on United Way or United Horizons board training program. So here you will see the web page for the board training program. Gives a brief overview of the program, and then it goes into those 2 tracks that we talked about. So there is the session topics for individuals and seeking board training, and then we have the session topics for organizations building a diverse board. So if you are somebody that is looking to do the individual track, those 5 sessions with the matchmaking event, you are looking to be placed on a nonprofit board and or gain experience and leadership experience, you are going to click this link on the bottom of your little box here that says fill out the application. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully it follows me. Did it follow me okay? Yep, okay. So here is your application that you are going to be filling out. We did extend the deadline. We are still accepting applications for individuals and organizations that are wanting to participate. So you still have time to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go back. And I also want to say we've had I've had some people reach out saying, hey, I'm actually already on a board. I'm just very new to being on this board. I would still like to participate so that I can learn this knowledge, you know, get this experience and knowledge as well. That is okay. You can absolutely still apply for the program if that is you. Then I'm going to scroll down and we have session topics for organizations building a diverse board. So this is for you if you are a local nonprofit organization, if you are in a leadership role at that nonprofit, and or if you are a current board member of that nonprofit. This was where you're going to apply if you are looking to gain more board members, diversify your board, learn more about creating a more inclusive environment. You are going to click on this registration link and it will take you to, there's a few eligibility requirement questions, and then once you get past that, you will fill out your application. And then we'll go back. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and open it up for more questions. What other things are on your mind?
So with the organizational track, I am trying to motivate a board member.
Yep.
That is going to be continuing on after August to participate, because it's the board's responsibility to recruit for the board and to manage the board. So I feel that's the best case scenario. If I am successful with that, and I would also like to attend, can more than one person from an organization attend, or do you have to just elect one?
That's a great question. More than one can attend. I would say trying to keep it 2 to 3 would be great.
Okay.
But yes, more than one person can attend.
Gotcha.
Other questions? All right, then I'm just going to put up my, oh, it went away. I will put it in the chat. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And I will, and where is the chat box? Do I not have? I don't see a chat box. There we go. It was hiding. All right. You can reach me at KTuttle@unitedwayracine.org. So feel free to reach out at any point. I would be happy to help you, answer any questions that you have. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, that is all I had for you guys this morning. I want to thank everybody for joining us and thank you for expressing interest in supporting our United Horizons program. We appreciate you all.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Lona.